Hi dear students, welcome to business studies class. So we have started the revision of first chapter and we are in the last topic of first chapter, that is a coordination. So one by one we have completed the chapter revision of each topic from the chapter first, that is nature and significance of management. So today we are going to discuss about what is the coordination, what are the features of coordination, or you can call the importance or needs of coordination. Next, what is the coordination is what? So name itself indicate it bring together, that is the coordination to maintain the harmony within the organization. So it is the essence of management, bring together all act and resources of organization and bring harmony in them. So what is the coordination? It is the essence of management, bring together all act and resources of the organization and bring harmony. So what is the meaning of it? See, within one organization, only one person is not working. Okay, so organization means there are lot of employees are working together. Okay, so all employees have their different backgrounds, attitude, education. So as a human being, there will be the chances of choices and conflicts. Okay, because n number of people they are joining together, there will be the difference in opinion. It is going to be there. But to complete the work of organization, coordination is very important because contribution of individual employee towards to fulfill the organizational goal, it is a very important because each employee of the organization carrying out some of the work of that organization. After that, they should bring together contribution of all the employees, contribution of all the individuals. They are going to bring together. That is the coordination. That is the coordination. So we are not going to tell like that. Let's take example. For your 12th means 12th PUC, you have 6 subjects. Okay. So 6 subject means each teacher are going to be teaching different subject. Okay. So each teacher they are going to contribute an individual towards to fulfill organizational goal. So only one teacher is going to teach all the subject, it is not possible. Okay, only one teacher is going to be contributed for the all, it is not possible. All individuals, all employees should be work together to fulfill the organizational goal, that is the coordination. Okay, so all act of employees should be bring together to complete to fulfill the organizational goal. And what are the resources? It will be the physical resources, it will be the human resources. So it is a combo of coordination of resources also bring together for the coordination and bring harmony in them. So bring harmony, or harmony means within a single row we are going to tie up the things. Okay, bring harmony, that is the coordination. Okay, so coordination का मतलब क्या है? नेम itself indicate. अभी एक इंसान उसका एक अकेला आदमी बिजनेस चला नहीं सकता. So we required a lot of people to carry out our work. हमें बहुत लोगों की एम्प्लॉयज़ की वर्कर की आवश्यकता है वो काम कंप्लीट करने के लिए. और सभी वर्कर का काम, ऑर्गेनाइजेशन का काम कंप्लीट होने के लिए सभी लोग काम करना चाहिए. सिर्फ एक ही काम किया दूसरे ने नहीं किया ऐसा नहीं चलता. सो एक ही ऑर्गेनाइजेशन में सभी डिफरेंट लोग आते हैं, उनका बैकग्राउंड डिफरेंट रहता है, उनकी सोच अलग रहती है, उनका एटीट्यूड अलग रहता है. तो सभी अलग अलग काम करते हैं और सभी का सोच अलग, पर्सनालिटी डिफरेंट रहने की वजह से वहाँ पे कन्फ्लिक्ट होने का चांसेस रहता है, झगड़ा होने का चांसेस रहता है. बट हम ऐसा नहीं बोल सकते कि एक ही आदमी का कॉन्ट्रीब्यूशन हमारे बिजनेस के लिए इम्पोर्टेंट है, ऐसा नहीं बोल सकते. सभी लोग हमारे बिजनेस के लिए काम करना चाहिए और सभी लोगों का कॉन्ट्रीब्यूशन होना चाहिए. वो कॉन्ट्रीब्यूशन एक जगह मिलाएंगे तो उसे हम क्या बोलेंगे, कोऑर्डिनेशन करके बुलाएंगे. So what are the features of coordination? So first one, integrated group effort. So need to motivate for the common goal. So just I told the things, integrated group effort. Just I told for the organization to run the work of the organization, we required a lot of people. We required different departments, different divisions, different functions are there. Okay, so it is important for the contribution of each department, each individual and divisional functions are there. So contribution of each worker, that is very important for the organization, then only the organizational goal is going to be fulfilled. So that is an integrated group. So see, suppose there are different department planning. Okay, planning department may be there, production department may be there, sales department may be there. To complete the organizational goal, each department contribute for the organization. So we are not going to tell only production department is important for to fulfill the organizational goal. All departments are required. All departments should give the contribution to fulfill the organizational goal. So just I told, there are different people are there, their attitudes are different, their backgrounds are different. So what the responsibility of manager? Manager should bring these all the activity to make the harmony. That means manager should motivate with the employees. So after motivation, they can they can try to use their contribution for the organization. So that is the integrated group effort. Next one, continuous process. So name itself indicate. So it is not a once process. Once you did coordination, after that you are neglecting the things. It is not like that. It is a continuous process in each activity, in each department, for each individual. You have to do you have to motivate them because to contribute for the organization, for the coordination. Next, pervasive function means what? Pervasive means all over. So it is not the matter if your organization is small, if your organization is big. Okay, so it may be the business organization, otherwise it may be a non-business organization. So it not the matter. For all kind of organization, coordination is required. Okay, so suppose it is a school organization. Within that, coordination of each employees, each teacher, it is required. Suppose it is a hospital organization. So within that, coordination of all the doctors, nurses, compounders, coordination of all employees are required. Next is responsibility of every manager. So we are seeing there are 3 levels of management: top, middle, and lower. So coordination, meaning a coordination among the employees, among the department, among the resources, it is a responsibility of manager. But it is not only the responsibility of top level management, it is the responsibility of all levels of management. It is the responsibility of all levels of management. So top level management, what they are going to make? They are going to make the coordination between plans and policies. So what we are going to bring to, what we are going to act, okay, what we are going to think about the future, that is a planning, and policies, what we made of rules, regulations. So manager, top level management, we bring the coordination between plans and policies. Middle level management bring the coordination between the departments, and lower level manager bring the coordination between the workers. So it is the responsibility of all the managers. Next, last function, it is a deliberate function. So deliberate, the meaning of deliberate is intentionally made. Okay, deliberate means intentionally we have to go for the coordination. See, just I told, there are a number of people, they are working together for the organizational goal. So they have different attitudes, backgrounds, their opinion, it is different. So if you told make a coordination, they are not going to make a coordination. So what compulsorily, intentionally we have to go for the motivation, because then only the employees are going to make a coordination with each other. So motivation, it may be the financially intensive, it may be the non-financially intensive. So compulsorily or intentionally we have to go for the coordination process. So these are the features of the coordination. Now let's see the last content, that is the need or importance of coordination. Now let's see what are the importance of the coordination. So first one is the size of the organization. Suppose the size of the organization is large. Okay. So to complete the organizational goal, to complete the organizational work, so we have to categorize that organization into a department. Okay. So into department there are a number of people are working together. So we are not give only the importance of goal of your department, because each department are interlinked and interdependent on each other. Okay, suppose if your organization is big, so a lot of people are working there. So attitude, or you can call the differencing opinion, it may be happen. So there will be the chances of choices and conflict. So for the big organization, if you motivate your employees, then they are going to coordinate with each other, then only your organizational goal it is going to be fulfilled. So for the coordination, motivation is important. Next one, functional differentiation. So just a lot of people are working together, so they are not doing the same kind of work. They are doing a different kind of work according to their department. Planning department goes under to do a plan. Production department, they are going for the production of the product. Then sales department for the selling of that product. So different department, they are working according to their functions. Okay, so within the department there will be the chances of the coordination, but within a different department the managers or workers are mostly not going to coordinate with each other. So that is the reality. So what, see, for the organizational to fulfill the organizational work, to fulfill the organizational goal, each department should be contributed, no doubt, but they should coordinate with the different department as well. Why? Because each department are interdependent and interlinked with each other. How? If the marketing department purchase a raw material, then only the production department are going to be produce the product. If the planning department need a planning for the production, then only production departments are going to be produce the product. Okay, so they are interlinked and interdependent on each other. When the production department is going to be produce the product, then only sales department can sell that product. So they are interlinked and interdependent on each other. So that's why functional differentiate may be there, but within the department there should be a contribution with each other. The last importance or need of the coordination is specialization. So to complete the organizational goal, there is a required of specialists or expertise to complete the work. So they have some kind of attitude, not all, but some of them they have the attitude. So they should be coordinate for the organization to fulfill the organizational goal. So that person should be coordinate for the organization, means it is the responsibility of manager to give a proper incentive, to give a proper motivation to that person. Then only they are going to contribute for the organization. So these are the features and importance of the coordination. So here the first chapter revision it is completed. So once again I am revising the things from the first chapter. We are first discussing about what is the management, definition of management. Then we are discussed about the features of management. According to the exam point of view, features of management are very important. Then another important question from the first chapter, that is objectives of management, that is social objective, economic objective, okay, and personal objective. So these three objectives of management, that is also important for the exam point of view. Then we are discussed about what are the importance of management. Then we are discussed about what are the levels of management, top level management, middle level management and lower level management. So according to our section E, that is a project oriented question or practical oriented question, within that this question, that is the levels of management, that is a triangular diagram, along with the example they are going to be asked for the 5 marks. Okay, so after that we are discussed about what management as an art, management as a science. So completely what are the features of art, what are the features of science. So completely we are discussed about each other. So which are the features are going to be matched, management as a science or management as art. So both we things compared the things. So purely management as an art, but not purely management as a science, but we can call management as a art as well as a science. But science it is not completely, it is not purely, it is inexact science. Okay, so after that we are discussing the last topic, that is the coordination and features of coordination and need and importance of coordination. So these are the what you can do, 4 marks and 8 marks question we are discussed within the revision thing. So what are the 1 mark question? So definition of coordination, it is going to be asked for the 2 marks. Definition of management, it may be asked for the 2 marks, and for 1 marks there will be the multiple choice question, and another question for the 1 marks, that is what is efficiency and what is the effectiveness. So I hope you got the clear concept about the what is the first chapter, that is the nature and significance of management. Suppose if you have doubt, we will clarify your doubt within the live class. So thank you so much. Bye.